Hey there, peeps. It's me again, and I'm back for another exclusive interview video. This time, my special guests are the CEO and founder of Props Project, Mr. Addy Sideman, and he has brought along his colleague, who is from the development side, Mr. Phil Yang. So we're discussing more about the Props Project's real and positive use cases, mission and vision, advantages, benefits, exciting updates, and future plans. So if you really want to learn more about Props Project, coming from our amazing special guest speakers for this episode, I suggest that you should watch this video until the end. I'm here right now with the founder and CEO of Props Project, Mr. Addy Sideman. All right, so Addy, thank you so much for being here in the show. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Jeff, and I'm delighted also to have my colleague Phil Yang joining us.
Oh yeah.
Yes, thank you very much. Nice to meet everyone.
Okay, yeah. Welcome to Philip as well. All right. And before we begin, could we say hello to our viewers here right now on YouTube who are watching us?
Hello, everybody. I'm from Los Angeles, and Jeff was very nice to invite me on the stream. Thank you. It's great to meet you, and I look forward to chatting about props and what's going on.
Okay. So, all right. So, without further ado, let's begin. Okay. So, first things first, guys. Could you share about your journey into the crypto, blockchain, and DeFi space? Like, how did you get started, and why is it that you have created the Props Project?
Sure. So we both come from a background of consumer networks at scale. Phil was part of the Kick Messenger and then Kin team that reached over 100 million users. I co-founded the world's first online karaoke, K-Solo, which was sold to Fox MySpace at the height of MySpace. And then founded the first mobile at-scale live streaming service in the West called YouNow, which also grew to over 120 million user sessions a month. So that's our background. And when I was building the live streaming business, we were first to introduce a virtual currency in the context of a two-sided market where users could buy into the virtual currency, like we all know, but then other users could earn it. And that was an innovation, and nobody was doing that on mobile in the mainstream at the time. We sold close to $100 million worth of this non-crypto digital currency over the years and became experts in running a digital economy. And so that was the beginning of dealing with virtual currency back in 2014. And at the time, power users and content creators were asking to get paid not just in dollars, but in stock options. They wanted to be part of the program. They wanted to have an upside. They wanted to feel like they are partners. And they were devoting days of their lives into this. And they would say, Adi, you guys are going to be tech millionaires. I get paid a few $1,000s at the end of the month. I want some upside potential. And of course, there was no opportunity to pay, mass people with stock options and the alignment issues and how to do it. And so it started us thinking more and more about blockchain. And, we knew from experience the power of sharing value with users who help grow the network. And we wanted to take it to the next level and do it with something better than options. Something that has also utility and unlocks benefits, and it's a scarce asset that has the characteristics of the capital, but is not capital, and that you can do it at scale in a productized and gamified fashion. So that's how Props was born, to help apps and businesses to align with their best users through this scarce asset.
Okay, so thank you very much for that wonderful introduction and sharing your journey into the crypto, blockchain, and DeFi space and how you guys ended up creating the Props project. So the first time that I have encountered Props was in CoinMarketCap. I don't know, maybe it was in the trending. And yeah, because when I saw the Props website, it's more on a loyalty program. And I see some of the website partners like Listia and YouNow. Yeah, I have used them before. So it's like, wow. It's like, Wow, are you serious? Wow. The props was already integrated in this platform, so maybe I should check it out later and want to learn more. Okay. So my next question for you right now, Addy, is what is currently the mission and vision of Props Project?
Yeah, so it grew very organically from our experience, and the mission is to enable participants to be fairly rewarded by the businesses that they spend a lot of time with and the networks that they inherently comprise, and enable businesses to align with their most loyal users in order to improve business performance and bootstrap and grow. And so, props, I don't know how technical your users are or how deep you want me to go, but I think it's important to mention a little bit about the token economics here and what's going on. And is that a good idea?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
Yeah.
They want to hear more about it. Our viewers here. Yes.
Great. Well, props is a work discount token that unlocks user benefits in the apps that adopt props. And one way to think about it is a cross between traditional loyalty points and capital. Another way to think about it is, tokenizing loyalty points and imbuing financial value into them. And so props is backed by the aggregate utility, the aggregate benefits it provides to the millions of users across all participating apps. And so today we have 7 apps that have joined the network, 4 that have launched, another one that's launching in the next few weeks. And we have over 8 million users across these apps who are holding props for the benefits that they unlocked. And so that's just a little bit about how the protocol works. And then in terms of our approach, 99.9% of the users and the businesses are not decentralizing tomorrow morning, but they do have a desire to take advantage of this incredible power that blockchain has unleashed and that crypto is making available. And so our approach in terms of go-to-market is to enable apps, not dApps, to harness this power. So they might not decentralize, but they can use a decentralized protocol and a trustless protocol in order to add a layer above their enterprise with which they partner with their users. And that layer is the utility value of their users' loyalty and behavior. And so that's our approach, and we try and make it as easy as possible for regular apps with millions of users to adopt this technology.
Okay, so thank you very much for sharing to us the mission and vision of Props Project. Now, could you share to our audience here or watching us right now on YouTube about the real and positive use cases of Props Project that is already in some of the platforms right now?
Sure. Phil, you want to take this one?
Yeah, absolutely. I can take this one. This is one of my most favorite questions because, again, as we do the business development partnerships meetings, a lot of people ask, like, okay, tell me the use cases. Where is it live? So I'll start with Listia, which is the peer-to-peer marketplace, which is one of our favorite partners as well. It's simple as, users already are doing what they do every day, which is listing items, engaging with other community members, and then, getting in terms of key KPI metrics, which is selling those items on there. So when Listia incorporated props, they added what we call the work token / benefits, where Listia users would start earning props tokens based off the amount they sell, the amount of reviews they get. And what we've seen is users actually love that because, again, it seems like a work token, but it's also a loyalty token. And as they accrue more and more props, they get benefits like cheaper transaction fees, which Listia charges, as well as status to showcase that, wow, this is a power seller in Listia. And we do have an amazing testimonial video that we created. I highly suggest the audience to take a look at as well, of a power user on Listia. So that's just one example of how you can see that, as the app joins our ecosystem, they provide the utility benefits and users are like, this is amazing. This is great. I'm working towards getting these benefits. Oh, and by the way, this app is offering me these benefits with this partnership with props. So that's just one example I'd love to share.
Okay, so at least we've heard from Philip about some of the real and positive use cases of Props Project in some platforms right now. Okay, so thank you very much for that, and I hope you guys are learning. Okay, so if you want to check out like Listia, of course, on how are we going to earn some props there, you might want to check it out. Go to Listia, go to YouNow, etc. So when I check out props, I also check out Listia because I have used that platform before. Like I was blown away. Like I was blown away that like if you want to list those items, you could get props, correct? Yes, and of course on you now, it's like the TikTok verse. It's like a TikTok related, correct? And like if you are a streamer, you could get some props, just for I don't know, engagements. Is that correct?
Yeah, so that's a very good question. Yeah, literally, it's based off of engagement. So on YouNow, which is a UGC streaming content platform, users come in, they stream their various activities of engaging with the audience. The more likes they receive, which is in the form of virtual gifts, so they could be like a thumbs up, it could be a little disco ball, whatever it might be. They start accruing props from that aspect, and so that's something that we see that is very powerful. That Adi mentioned previously, where on YouNow you had the power content creators who said, "Hey, Adi, we're bringing you thousands upon thousands of users on here, and we're constantly streaming hours and getting all this engagement. But at the end of the day, we're just getting paid in dollars. Adi, can we get paid in stock options?" As Adi mentioned before. And so when the blockchain started kind of getting into more market adoption, and then Ethereum blockchain came into fruition, Adi took that to heart and was like, maybe we can use something with Ethereum to kind of give something back to our users, our power users, or any user on YouNow. And so, right now, users are, as they get likes, which is the virtual gifts they receive, they earn some props, more streaming hours, they earn some props. And so they're seeing the value of that work token that they're getting. And so they love the benefits. And then also the fact that as you get more levels on YouNow, you also get special additional unlocked content, which is a benefit. So it could be a power ball, it could be a power propeller, whatever it might be. So that value exchange between the app and the end user is something that we kind of connect, and it's super powerful.
Wow, so that's a wonderful use case for props to be integrated in YouNow. So thank you very much for that, Philip. Okay, so let's go back to Adi. What are some of the current achievements of props project so far? And aside from the achievements, could you also share some of the challenges that you're facing right now and how you guys cope up with these challenges?
Sure. So in terms of achievement, since we started the project in 2017 and launched it in 2019, we have added 7 partner apps to the network, 4 of which have launched, each with millions of users or hundreds of thousands of monthly active users. Last week, we got listed on 3 main exchanges, OKX, Gate, and KuCoin. As a matter of fact, non-US listeners, non-Canadian listeners can go to OKX or to actually our blog on propsproject.com and get information about how they can get their first free props. I think it's $20 to $50 worth of free props if they join one of the props apps and start their account on OKX. So that's kind of like, where we are in terms of building and distributing and creating adoptions. In terms of the challenges, well, the challenges is that the market is still early. And we have been early for years because the vision is so exciting and, everybody is so focused on building, but the adoption has not traditionally, been there yet on a mass scale. And we see that changing. I'll tell you this, Phil and I get on calls with traditional mainstream businesses every week. And it used to 4 or 5 months ago that we would get on 2 calls a week. Now we're getting probably on 5 or 6 calls each week. And so here's a data point. It used to be that people were not very educated. Now everybody knows that Bitcoin is here to stay and it's an interesting asset, and they're curious and they feel like it's their duty and obligation to learn more about blockchain because it is indeed around the corner in terms of something tangible that they should use. We hear CEOs tell us, okay, hold on, let me bring in my crypto expert or let me bring in my director of blockchain. So we're seeing real businesses looking at this in a very serious, in a very different way. I would say over the last 6 months, the rally has definitely helped bring this into the mainstream, and we are signing up more mainstream apps that a year ago would probably not do it. So that's the short in terms of the challenge, and there's always going to be more market education, and we can talk about market education for the end users, where providing simple interfaces, showing simple dollar signs, simple progress bars, and educating them through the product, not through the intellect, but viscerally through the product, is part of the solution to solve these challenges.
Okay, so that's great to hear from you, Adi, about the current achievements and the challenges that you're facing with. Okay, so I hope you guys could cope up with that, maybe in the next few months. Okay, so thank you very much for that. Now this next question of mine, I think this is something that our viewers here right now on YouTube are looking forward to. So my question right now is, could you share what are some of the exciting updates and future plans that you have, or do you have any spoilers for the community?
So first of all, we have made a bunch of announcements in the past few weeks, including a new partner and some exchanges. We'll be making more announcements coming up, but really our focus for this year is twofold. One, adding additional applications and their mass users onto the network. And for that, our approach is to enable simple tools, admin tools, SaaS-like tools, web views that users and apps are familiar with, simple APIs. The apps don't need to program in Solidity. They can simply use the tools and regular APIs in order to integrate. The blockchain is obfuscated both for them and for their users in order to add more and more apps to the network. And so that is one focus. The other focus is we'll be preparing to launch staking in the months ahead. And that's enables our token holders and users to start governing the network. It's a first step towards that. And initially, we'll pass control over the protocol rewards, which is how many tokens each of the apps that are participating are mining every day. And then later on in the year, delve into deeper and deeper governance. It is important to mention that Props is an app-level protocol, and in a sense, the apps are mining the token, not the end users. And the apps have full decision-making as to for what actions that are valuable to the apps they wish to reward their users, which users, how much, and which benefits they want to provide. And the interests are aligned between the app, the protocol, and the user, in a sense that the better job the app is doing in providing utility value, the more demand it's creating, the more hodling within that app, the more users buying towards that app and staking, the more the app is mining. And so we're taking that to the next level this year, and I'll leave it at that.
Okay, so we're looking forward to those updates that you have for the community and also the future plans. And I am pretty sure that our viewers here are going to be excited. Okay, so thank you very much for sharing. Okay, so before we go, guys, could you invite our viewers and subscribers who are watching us right now on YouTube to check out Props Project, your social media channels? Okay, so take it away.
Phil?
Yeah, absolutely. So we do have a YouTube channel, so check it out at Props Project. And then we have a Twitter handle as well, which is literally @Props Project. We also do have a Discord channel as well for those who want to join. So you can check that out. All that information is across all of our social channels. So highly invite everyone to check that out. Our YouTube channel has some amazing videos of testimonials from users as well, and also partner apps. So we have a great testimonial from a CEO who said, "Hey, I want to join Props, and this is why." Highly advise you to check that out as well too. So, and then lastly, I'm just going to throw this in here. I am hoping that we can also maybe get a D on Twitter a little bit more too. That's a secret plan that I'm going to try and do, but I just want to let the community aware. So be on the lookout for that. You may be able to engage with them more on there as well. And of course, we have a Telegram channel.
Nice push, Phil. If you guys go to propsproject.com right now, you'll be able to access all of our social channels. You'll be able to see videos of how props are working today in these apps for millions of users. I encourage you to test it and to experience it on your own. And there's no better way to experience it by earning props right now. If you start an account on Listia or on YouNow or on Camfrog or on CalTalk and start doing valuable actions like creating content, streaming, spending, etc. And also, once you do that, if you connect your OKX account, then you can earn another $20 to $50 in props from that exchange in your account on that exchange. This is available only for non-US and non-Canadian users. So it's an opportunity for everyone to get in the game right now.
Okay, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our special guests for tonight, the CEO and founder, Mr. Eddie Sideman. So thank you very much. And also, Philip Yang, thank you very much for joining as well. Okay, so he's on the development side, by the way. So thank you to the both of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jeff. Thanks for having us. And thank you, everybody who is watching. Talk to you soon.
Thank you. Take care.
Okay, so and also I would like to thank all of the viewers and subscribers here on YouTube who are watching us right now. Okay, so I hope you have learned something about the Props project, especially their amazing real use cases. Okay, so if you have any further questions, you can just leave a comment right here on this video. And one more thing, peeps, for you to stay notified about my latest videos regarding cryptocurrencies, blockchain technology, and DeFi, just simply smash the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. And you can follow my social media channels right here or in my YouTube description. Okay, so from my freaking home studio, this is Jeff, aka Nomad Fury, and see you guys on my next video. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thank you, guys.